What's up, everybody? It's Omega Legend, and we have our first review for the movie Deadpool, the highly anticipated anti-hero solo film after that terrible origins nonsense. But let's get straight into it. First off, this movie is fantastic. It starts off fantastic, probably the most entertaining opening credits you'll ever see. It's just full of Easter eggs, for those true Deadpool fans who know the comic writers, things like that. It's in Deadpool fashion. I'm not gonna give it away. I'll do a spoiler review. This is the non-spoiler, so I'm not gonna really give it away. But yeah, the opening credits. From the opening credits, you're in it. You're just, all right, this is Deadpool. This is comedy. This is gonna be action-packed. You just get it. You're in the mode and you're ready. Next is Ryan Reynolds. He is Deadpool. I think somebody cast a spell on Deadpool, pulled him out, and then threw a soul into Ryan Reynolds' body. I mean, he is what Hugh Jackman is to Wolverine. That's what Ryan Reynolds is to Deadpool, honestly. I mean, the guy fits the role from the beginning. He does not pull any punches. He's just in character mode. He's Wade Wilson, and he's the pool. Okay, little thing. I find this the most entertaining origin story for a comic book movie ever done. That's how great this is. I mean, it's so entertaining. You never lose focus. You never feel bored or anything. Usually during an origin story, there's that one moment where it's like they have to explain something. It's kind of like you're kind of bored. You're like, all right, I understand this is to further the plot, but you could have did this better. Not in Deadpool. It's not just all blam, 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 dick, penis. Like, there's a story to be told, and they tell it well. There's a back and forth. From the opening scene, you got Deadpool. You got pretty much the test footage that leaked. If you haven't seen it, it doesn't matter, because I recommend you go see Deadpool. Just go see Deadpool. Just go see it. And that's pretty much what it is, the opening scene, and then there's Deadpool action. He's going on. You're like, okay, he's cool. And then flashback. You start to see more of Wade Wilson. You start to see more of how he came to be, who he is as a person. Like, he explains, and you see it very clearly, I'm not a hero. I'm pretty much a bad guy, but I fuck up guys that are worse than me for money. And there you have it. You have the merc with the mouth, the anti-hero that we all came to see. Now, more into the movie. Once you get to know the plot and everything like that, they get straight into it, and there's nothing to be held up. It's not a long period of, oh man, I wonder what kind of suit. It's straight to the point. It's, hey, Ajax, you motherfucker, I'm coming for you. And that's it. That's the story. It's a relatively simple story, but that's not a bad thing. You don't need to feel like you need to pull out a detective, magnifying glass in your, handy dandy notebook in every movie. It's really simple. It's really personal. A lot of people say the Ajax is a weak villain, and I have to disagree immensely. He's not a weak villain. He's a personal villain. Ajax, his motivation isn't, I want to destroy the world for no absolute reason, but I have, a hole in my shoe or something like that. That's the typical villain, and it feels kind of weak. Why the hell do you want to destroy the planet? This is where you're from. This story it's straight simple. You fuck with Deadpool, and now you gotta pay. Now you gotta get shot in the face, or a katana get turned into a fucking kebab, like the guy from the trailer. Okay, it's really simple and personal, and you feel it because there's a lot of motivation that I won't spoil. There's a lot of events that happen between flashbacks, letting you know why it's such a personal thing. And then a major event happens. You fuck with Deadpool, and then you fuck with his girl. Oh yeah, it's personal, and that's what the story is, and it fits and it works. All right, and then there's the girl that plays Deadpool's girl. I'm probably gonna fuck her name up, Morena Baccarin. She plays Copycat or Domino. I don't know which one she plays, but she is gorgeous throughout the whole film. I'll just say this, I'm not gonna give away too much. It is R-rated. Okay, take from that what you will, and the camera definitely loves her. She has quite the on-screen presence. If she wasn't acting, she can act another way. But anyway, everybody wants to know, wow, thank you for Colossus finally be given justice. He is finally the Colossus mutant that we know from the comics. If you don't know from the comics, the Colossus that you've been seeing, terrible. He's always looked like the Terminator from Terminator 2. No, you go see Deadpool, you go see the real Colossus. He's a really nice guy, a warm-hearted guy, a guy who just wants to do right by people and stand up for mutants, and Russian and incredibly strong and muscular. And that's what we got. We got a character. Originally I thought he was just gonna be in at a certain scene, one and done, or maybe even, one and done, come back for the end fight for some ridiculous reason. No, you get Colossus from the jump. You get Negasonic Teenage Warhead from the jump, which, might I add, wow, Negasonic, how do you give a character like that so much character? Like, she is this gothic kind of, teenage girl, so take from that what you will, the personality stereotypes. But her interactions, along with Colossus' interactions with Deadpool, are some of the most golden moments in the movie. It's just, they're so polar opposite of characters. Like, originally you can't fathom them working together in the movie, but it's perfect. It's almost like they were really, created for the movie. It fits the banter, it's witty, it's comical, it's Deadpool fashion. You still don't compromise Colossus' character, and you do not compromise Negasonic Teenage Warhead's character in the slightest. It's amazing. So many X-Men references for those who've seen every X-Men film. There's a lot of ties. It doesn't force a tie to the X-Men universe, which is one of the things that I really loved. I thought it was going to be forced. Like, hey, did you know that we're also part of the X-Men Days of Future Past universe? Or something like that. There is a fourth wall break that was hilarious. I'm not going to spoil. I'll give you a hint, though. It has to do with Magneto and Professor X. It's a cool little fourth wall break that I thought was hilarious. But yes, Colossus was amazing. His fight with Angel Dust, if you've seen the trailers, you know he's gonna fight her. Wow, they brawled. Oh, let's get straight to the action. I mean, Deadpool, who did Deadpool not dismember in this movie? I mean, when they got the go ahead to do an R rating, they said, fuck it, we're gonna take this shit to the next level. We're gonna do as much as we can. I mean, there's so much dismemberment. It's not overly gory for the sake of being gory, like a horror movie or anything like that, but you use a sword, a katana, with a guy of Deadpool's strength, his skill level, and you swing it across somebody's body. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be cut in half, and that's what you get in the movie. I mean, uncompromised in any way, shape, or form. The action is crazy. During the action, you're supposed to be saying, oh man, oh shit. You find yourself doing that and laughing at the same time. The action is action-packed with comedy that is not forced remotely. I mean, you're gonna laugh from credit to credit. If you stay towards the post-credit scenes, you will be laughing from credits until the lights turn on. I mean, literally, it is insane how good of a job, how well written, how witty and uncompromising this film is. I am surprised. I was so positive for this movie, and I'm still taken away. My only real gripes that I can think of the movie is Angel Dust was not given too much to do rather than be incredibly intimidating and busty. When you see the movie, you'll know exactly what scene I'm talking about. I was just like, oh wow. But I wanted to see her say more, but maybe it's because it's more of a Deadpool movie focused on his revenge story, his love story. You kind of don't want to involve too many characters because you already developed, Negasonic, Colossus. I guess you didn't really want to waste time. Her presence, though, is felt. Like, if Angel Dust hits you, it's going to hurt. You'll probably be coughing up blood. Great fight between her and Colossus. Great fight. That guy, Junkie XL, he does it again. He scored, I believe it was Mad Max, and he scored Deadpool. And it fits. It's just like the whole time you feel like you're watching a movie directed and scored by Deadpool. Isn't that kind of weird? Like, the music fits. It's not the typical dun, dun, burn, burn, Inception drums, the Hans Zimmer. Dun, 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 dun. Like, you don't feel like you're gonna sprout wings and just fly off with a cape. You feel like Deadpool is there. There's rap, a lot of techno. I feel like I was watching kind of like a 90s arcade game being played at some points. It's not a bad thing. It's very fitting almost sort of like the 90s X-Men cartoon. At the opening credit, no, not the opening credits, like the opening action scene, they play this little number or something, and I felt like I was immersed in the 90s X-Men cartoon. If you're a fan of that opening scene, the music and everything should just have you giddy. If it's not the jokes, you should probably just go, because you have no sense of humor at all. It is very funny, and the music just added to it. It was a compliment to the movie. Overall, I give this movie probably around a 9 maybe just a 9. All right, a 9. I'll give it a 9. I'm seeing it again tonight. I'll probably keep it that way. Look out for the spoiler review and a spoiler. We're trying to do a spoiler discussion, talk about, what we thought about the movie and maybe what the future is for Deadpool. I won't get into that. I'll say that for the spoiler review. I might be doing a group review with Audio Dope, so make sure you subscribe to them for that. I'll have a link for that somewhere on my channel. But yeah, 9, definitely worth seeing. Instant Blu-ray cop. Pretty much one of the best, if not the best. I'll say it's the best in my opinion. The best origin story. I mean, it was way more entertaining than, we're talking Iron Man 1, X-Men 1. I'll even go with Spider-Man 1. Give me a minute on the Spider-Man and X-Men 1, but no, fuck it. I'll go on record and say it. My favorite origin story has got to be this movie. Yes. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Leave your opinions and thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe for everything Deadpool, because there will be more. That's all I'll say. All right, guys. Talk to y'all later.